After the age of 60, if you want to live long, don't be foolish enough to eat these 7 things, or you will lose all your memory. Dear uncles and aunts, have you ever encountered this situation? You went into the kitchen to get a spoon, but as soon as you got there, you forgot what you were going to get or were telling a story and suddenly couldn't remember what you were going to say next. Someone laughed and said, "Fake," and then remembered forgetting is normal, but is it really normal? People say that the age of the rooster is not scary. Scary is fake, but forgetting the way home, forgetting the faces of your children and grandchildren, forgetting yourself. Who are you? Do you know that there are people whose lives are turned upside down just because of memory loss? At first it's just small things, but then gradually even the most important memories fade away. Many people think it's due to age. God calls each person to do it their own way. But in fact, how quickly or slowly your memory fades depends largely on how you live and what you eat and drink every day. Do you believe that there are some very familiar foods that seem harmless but are the silent culprits? Destroys memory if accidentally eaten every day is no different than shortening life and getting closer to the egg of dementia. So what are the 7 foods? Maybe you are eating them without knowing it. In this video I will share right away so that you know how to avoid them. Keep your memory sharp and live healthier. But food is only a part. There are also daily habits that are silently reducing memory that many people do not know. Sometimes you yourself are also suffering without realizing it. Not only that, after avoiding harmful things, what do we need to do to keep our memory sharp, our mind always clear? Everything will be complete in this video. So remember to watch until the end so you don't miss the important things to help you live healthy and happy. 7 foods you need to avoid to keep your mind sharp and live longer. The first food to avoid: refined sugar. My dear, have you ever noticed that the older you get, the more you like sweets? A cup of sweet tea in the morning, a candy in your spare time, or a piece of cake to eat for fun. You think these things are nothing to worry about. But in fact, refined sugar is a silent killer that is silently destroying our memory. Every day, do you know that our brains are very sensitive to the amount of sugar in the body? Eating too much sugar will make the brain work slower. The ability to think and remember gradually decreases. Initially it can just forgetful, but over time the memory will be seriously affected. Many people suffer from early dementia without knowing that the main culprit is the refined sugar they eat every day. More dangerous than sugar, not only causes memory loss, but also leads to anemia disease, a disease also known as type 3 diabetes. Because it disrupts metabolism in the brain. When the body absorbs too much sugar, the blood vessels in the brain are easily damaged, causing brain function to decline. Many studies have shown that people who consume high amounts of sugar are 2 to 3 times more likely to have dementia than normal people. So what should do? Can you completely stop sugar? Don't worry, you don't need to cut out sugar immediately. Just replace it with healthier natural sugars such as honey, palm sugar, or sugar from fruit, and limit sweets and carbonated soft drinks to protect your memory and keep your mind clear. Be a little careful today. You will be healthy and live happily with your child long term. More foods to avoid: second, fried foods with lots of oil, the silent enemy of the brain. Dear uncles and aunts, who doesn't like a plate of hot donuts, a piece of crispy fried chicken, or sometimes a piece of fried pork rinds for fun? These fatty fried foods are really attractive, but did you know that they are one of the foods that destroy our brain's memory the fastest? Composed of fat, but not all types are good. Fats help the brain function flexibly, but trans fats and reused cooking oils in fried foods are silent enemies that cause rapid memory decline. These fats impede blood circulation to the brain, causing nerve cells to be damaged, reducing the ability to memory and thinking. More dangerous, according to many studies. People who eat a lot of fried foods are 75% more likely to get anemia than people who eat healthy foods. Did you notice? People who just eat is feeling heavy and lethargic, even more forgetful. It is a sign that the brain is being affected by the bad fats in frying oil. How to still eat well without harming your memory? You can limit fried foods and replace them with steamed, boiled, or pan-fried dishes with little oil. If you want to fry, use olive oil or coconut oil, and absolutely do not reuse the frying oil. You can also try new processing methods such as frying without oil with an air fryer, which will help the dish become crispy and better for your health. Just Changing your eating habits a little bit will help your brain become healthier, your memory will be clearer, and you will live longer with your children and grandchildren. Foods to avoid. Third, processed foods are the silent destroyers of memory. Dear uncles, life is busier now. When you want to cook a delicious meal but do not have time, you choose pre-processed foods, a can of canned meat, a package of sausages or sliced cloth, a ready-made basket bought in the supermarket, convenient and quick. But do you know that these foods are the silent enemies that make your memory decline faster without knowing that processed foods often contain a lot of preservatives, flavorings, artificial colors, and especially MSG? These substances, when entering the body, not only harm the digestive system, liver, kidneys, but also directly affect the brain, disrupting nerve functions and hindering the memory process. Research has shown that eating too much processed foods can increase the risk of anemia by up to 40%. Why is that? Because the G-coding substances in these foods reduce the ability to transmit signals between brain cells, causing poor memory, slower thinking, and more prone to forgetfulness. Have you ever felt that after eating canned food, your mind feels heavy or more forgetful? That is a warning sign. So what should I do? Should I just eat nothing but fresh food? Don't worry, I don't need to abstain completely. Just minimize these industrial dishes. Instead, you can choose fresh meat. Fresh fish processed at home, or if you want to eat ham, buy it from places that make it by hand with less preservatives if necessary. Use canned food. Read the label carefully, choose the type with less additives, and no artificial MSG. You see, just a little change, we not only protect our health, but also help the memory to be clearer, keep the mind clear to live happily. Live healthy, everyday food needed. Wednesday, alcohol. Dear uncle and aunt and every fun, every time meeting friends or holidays, alcohol seems to have become an indispensable part. A cup of bamboo wine, health. A can of beer to sip when the weather is hot. At first glance, it seems harmless, but few people know that alcohol is one of the major causes of rapid memory decline. I remember Uncle Luke, my 70-year-old neighbor. In the past, was very clear-headed and spoke very cleverly, but later he got into the habit of drinking alcohol every day. The older he got, the more he drank. At first, he just forgot things, then gradually, he started to forget important things. One day, he went to the market to buy a bunch of vegetables, but when he came back, he asked his wife, "Ma'am, I went to the market, but didn't buy anything." The whole family laughed and said he was joking, but gradually, he forgot the way home and even forgot the name of his grandson. When he went to the doctor said he had memory loss due to drinking too much alcohol over a long period of time. Do you know that alcohol not only harms the liver and kidneys, but also directly affects the brain? When drinking alcohol, damaged neurons disrupt the process of memory and information processing. If you drink regularly, the brain gradually weakens the ability to store memories and increases the risk of dementia. A study has shown that people who drink alcohol continuously for many years have a 67% higher risk of memory loss than people who do not drink so. If you still like to drink a little to have fun, is there any way to reduce the harm? Actually, drinking alcohol is not necessarily bad, but you have to know how to drink. If you drink, you should only drink in very small amounts. Choose handmade wine made from rice without alcohol. Stay away from wines of unknown origin, and best, if not necessary, limit drinking. You can replace it with herbal tea, fruit juice, both good for your health and protect long-term memory. Remember that a glass of wine can bring momentary joy, but if you drink uncontrolled, it can take away your memories. Be a little careful. So we have discovered together 5 simple but extremely effective secrets to help keep your memory sharp. Clear mind even after the age of 60. Have you realized any secrets that you have done regularly? Or do you have any secrets that you want to try today? Please comment below to share with everyone. Just make a small change every day, and you will see that your memory improves significantly. You will no longer forget the past. Your mind will be more flexible and clear. Don't let age reduce the quality of life. Start today to keep a good memory. Live happily, healthily with your children and grandchildren for a long time. If you find this video useful, please like the video to support, comment to share your thoughts, and especially subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any good secrets. Help you have a healthier and happier life. Thank you for watching. See you in the next videos.